My name is John Hollon. I live in Ardmore, Oklahoma, and I attend the First Methodist Church of Ardmore. I love the Global Methodist Church. It's such a beautiful picture of God's kingdom and what He's building. I love that it's agile. I love that it's bottom up, that it really seeks to give a lot of different voices to leadership and just purpose and the way that it operates. And so that's what I love about it. That's why I really wanted to run. I think unique perspectives I bring, just a few things. I was a part of the TCAT, if you have any idea what that means. And that was a group that helped put together our annual conference in the very, very early stages, which was an amazing experience to get to just hear from different people and see that. Another thing is I also serve as our missions coordinator or lead of our missions team. And I believe that that has given me a unique perspective, and it's allowed me to build relationships both in our conference, outside of our conference, in our connection, outside of our connection, with our brothers and sisters that live far, far away from us, again, as well as close, which is, again, I think something really unique for me. And the last thing I would say is that in Costa Rica, I had the opportunity to be a hybrid liaison, which is a fancy way to say internet tech for our brothers and sisters who could not make General Conference. And so our job was to make sure that whether we were in committees or general session, that they could vote, that they could participate in debate, really that they could be full participants. And that was a really incredible experience. I even somehow either lucked into or lucked out of, I guess, depending on how you want to frame that, of getting to be on stage for some of our main sessions. And so I was really in the mix of when we elected bishops and when we had some serious conversation over different topics like our mission statement, vision statement. And so I feel like I got a really unique perspective of the inner and outer workings of General Conference. And I think that's just another thing that, gives me a unique perspective and would make me a good delegate. I plan to represent the Heartland very well. I'm very dedicated to the Heartland. As I shared earlier, I have a leadership position within the Heartland Annual Conference, and the people in the Heartland matter to me because they're God's people, and that's a call on my life. And so I plan to represent them well. As far as global growth, I think my position as kind of lead and overseeing our missions right now really gives me, again, unique perspective to that in relationships I've built with our brothers and sisters in Ethiopia and am building with our new brothers and sisters in Zimbabwe. And I really think our global growth stems from them. Their fire and excitement for the gospel and the way in which they want to see the church grow is contagious, and that rubs off on us. And so I think listening to them, knowing their heart, being able to speak for them as well as speak for us here in the Heartland, is really the key to that. And deep discipleship relationships, I think, is another key, and that's something our missions team is really working on to build so that it's not just somebody 1,000 miles away, right? But that it's someone that I know and love and pray for, and that's really going to be the key. The more intimate community we can create, the more we will see our movement grow. Costa Rica was such a beautiful time to gather together. I think a few of the keys are letting the Holy Spirit continue to be our leading guide. That was very evident in Costa Rica. We were supposed to be gathered for a business meeting, but that was not like any business meeting I had ever been to in my church life. And I want to continue to see them be like that, where the main thing is Jesus and we keep him front and center. So that's the major key. I think keeping the main thing, which will always be Jesus. I also think, we had a lot of daunting tasks in front of us at Costa Rica. There was a lot of petitions and things people wanted to talk about, and it was hard being our first one to get into so much. Now that we've laid a really good foundation down, I think we can add on that by spending some more time in places. And since they've decided to make our next general conference a full time together, I think it will allow time to get into deeper issues. And again, like I said, build on that foundation. And I really look forward to that and believe that if we allow the Holy Spirit to be our guide and grant us wisdom and direction, then we will absolutely build on that and continue to make this as God sees fit.